So come into Grand Rapids Hydroponics, 524 West Leonard, just down the road from High Prices.
98.7 WFGR. It is 8:40. How about a little traffic update before we get on to our featured interview here?
All right, got a accident in the cleanup stages. Canal at 44th Street in Granville. That should just about be out of your way. Could still see residual delays in that area. Moderate to heavy traffic flows continuing along the Ford 131 I-96 M6. Although traffic's starting to thin out just a little bit, we do have some pretty icy conditions along the Lakeshore US 31 between Holland and Muskegon. A few slide-offs reported in that area, so you still want to take it easy, take it slow, and get to where you got to go safe this morning. That's traffic on 98.7 WFGR.
Now, I promised you we would be getting a little more Sparta.
That's right.
A little more Sparta in the place, because we need that.
We don't have enough of it in here with you.
Of course we don't. Well, we could always use more.
Of course.
I'm plenty. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like Sparta's hometown hero.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a big deal. I'm waiting to see my name put up on the sign.
Have you
welcome to Sparta, home of Andy O'Reilly.
You have the key to the city, right?
Working on it.
They changed the locks, but you have the key to the city.
Tom Antor is here, and Tom is the force behind the 21st annual Weller Auto Huntin Time Expo at the Deltaplex, and it's coming up this weekend. How are you, Tom?
Hey, I'm doing great, and I really appreciate you having me in.
Glad to have you, man.
Another Sparta guy.
Sparta.
That's right.
I'm full of Sparta. So.
We're not Middleville.
No, apparently not.
We're the real deal.
No, how many traffic lights do you have? Do you have as many as we do? We got one with the green arrow, so I think
we had 3. I think they probably knocked it down to 2.
If you count M37, you've got that one.
All right, you've doubled us up then in traffic lights.
Then you've got Main Street.
But we have 4 bars.
Oh,
so,
well, we've got
try and top that.
We got Bowtie and Sparta Pub.
Okay, fine. Oh, that's 2.
And the Moose.
All right, that's 3.
And the Eagles.
And the Eagles.
Okay, all right, you tied us.
We got the bowling alley.
Oh.
And Gordy's bowling alley.
Do they serve alcohol there though?
Hey, I spent some time in the bowling alley as a kid.
Oh, so I knew.
Let's not besmirch the
I'm not. I just asked if they serve
hallowed
alcohol
halls
there.
of Sparta Lanes.
Of course not.
Thank you. Now, Tom's here on business.
Yes.
Enough of our shenanigans.
Hunting Time Expo.
Tell us a little bit about it, Tom. What's coming up this year?
Well, it's our 22nd year. This has become a destination for both attendees and vendors from all over the world now. We've got guides and outfitters from literally all over the world selling a variety of hunts, of everything from red stag in Russia to boar in Texas.
You name it.
It's everything. We've got everything in between. All the provinces of Canada are represented. All the western states. We have elk hunts and mule deer and doll rams. Everything. It's a great show to come book a hunt, but it's also a show where you can come down and buy all your equipment for next year.
Lots of great stuff.
Yeah, we have all the big retailers coming in. They blow stuff out that time of year. If you shot a big buck this year, you can bring it down and have it scored for free by Commemorative Bucks of Michigan, and they'll hang it up for you. We've got an archery tournament going on upstairs all weekend long, an ASA archery shoot, seminars all weekend long. We've got some tremendous seminar speakers. And it ranges in a variety from talking about do-it-yourself elk hunts in Montana to creating good deer habitat in your backyard and turkey and all that type of stuff. We've got it covered. And that'll be all on our webpage at huntingshows.net if you need any additional information for times.
I was looking at it here, and now I've got some friends that went out this year on an elk hunt. They went to Colorado for this thing. That's a difficult hunt to go on, isn't it?
It's a brutal hunt, especially if you hunt in a state like Idaho, which is totally vertical.
Right.
If you're not in good shape, you're probably not going to have a great time, and literally you have to go practice getting conditioned because otherwise you can be tripping over your tongue.
Dude, really, this guy that went out on this hunt was running 5 miles a day with a 50-pound backpack to get in shape for it.
Oh my God! It's almost like you've got to join the army first.
Well,
before you can hunt the big game.
Yeah, that's actually it's an issue because a lot of guys now, they're a little bit soft sometimes because they're used to hunting out of a heated
Why are you
line.
looking at me when you say that?
No, I'm not. I was looking beyond you.
A little bit soft.
But you get out there, and it's a lot of work. And if you're not in shape, you're probably not going to enjoy the experience. So that's part of it.
Now, you've got stuff for the beginning hunter and the novice, and people that have never even gone hunting before.
People like me, people who've considered hunting, and then I'm like, it's way too early in the morning for me to get up and shoot anything. So how do you,
Yeah, well, I tell you
entice me to hunt, because I find it interesting. I find the whole idea of hunting fascinating.
Well, it is. It's the cool thing about hunting is you go out there, you pursue wild game. If you happen to get some, and there's no better protein on the face of the earth than what's provided by wild games. Venison, venison
is fantastic.
Yeah, and it's out there, it's free, and a lot of people are on health kicks, and there's no better source of protein than wild game that's out there. And to pursue it is just so much fun, and to enjoy, kill it and grill it. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. We provide all the services that we can to go out and enjoy what God's given us. So.
Now, one of the things, too, that your show is particularly big on, and it's something, you know what, you can go either way on hunting. I don't care. Some people are for it. Some people are against it. But land conservation and wildlife conservation and the preservation of this population of animals and land is very important to the hunting community, isn't it, Tom?
Well, it's the hunters that pay for it.
Right.
When you think about it, without hunters, without hunting license sales, none of this would happen. We wouldn't have pheasants in the state and turkeys. It's all been introduced and managed by hunters. The wolves right now, they've been delisted because we've reintroduced them into the state. They've done very well. They're very prolific, and now we have too many of them, so there will be a managed hunt.
Wow.
So without hunters, you don't have any of this stuff. And, the best thing that can happen is to go out and make sure we maintain a healthy population, and that's what hunters are all about. And it's the beauty of it because it's a renewable resource, and it provides food for a lot of people.
Now, you're also going to have some set-up seminars throughout the course of the weekend. Talk about some of the highlights and times and things like that when people can come and really get a good education.
Well, starting on Thursday night, we have a gentleman from the Montana Fish and Game Department. He's going to be doing the seminar on doing a Montana hunt for elk on a shoestring budget. He's going to provide satellite photos of areas, maps. He'll put you in the spot where the elk are, provide you with all the information, what type of clothing you need, what you need for as far as camping in the mountains. He'll give you all that, and then they kind of point you in the right direction, but you don't have to go through a guide or an outfitter, which saves you a lot of money.
A lot of money.
So we have a seminar like that. We have a lot of how-to, calling in deer, hunting tough gobblers, land management for, like I say, maintaining a healthy deer herd, what type of crops grow best on your property to bring deer in. We've got a big list of seminar speakers like Tony LaPratte, Greg Abbas, Fred Abbas. They're both on the history or on the Outdoor Channel. Ed Spinazzola's Quality Deer Management Association. He's one of the most knowledgeable guys I know as far as food plots and maintaining them.
So you're not going to walk out of here, a knucklehead with 4 beers in you. I mean,
right.
There is beer.
Yeah, there is beer.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. Wait a second.
Coors Light.
That's my beer right there.
That is his beer. He loves that.
Takes me back to my college days.
If you promise to buy him half a dozen of them, he'll show up.
That's the official beer of the Huntin Time Expo this year.
So
I love it.
How many exhibitors are you going to have in total?
We have over 350 exhibitor booths
Wow.
this year. And one of the cool things, I love getting new products and innovations, and we have a product that was just on the History Channel about a month ago. It was on Invention USA. It's called the Tree Rider.
I was reading about that.
What exactly is this?
Well, the Tree Rider was a gentleman from Pennsylvania. His brother developed MS, and he couldn't go up in a normal tree stand anymore. He couldn't make it up in the tree through traditional means. So his brother set out to get him up in a tree, and he built this thing. It took him 5 years to develop it. It's a tree stand that you climb up into, you get into, and it literally climbs the tree for you. It's done, runs off a motorcycle battery. You flip a toggle switch, and it goes up the tree. And it's one of the most amazing products I've ever seen. When I watched it on History Channel, I thought, I got to get this guy to the show. I called him up, and boom, we've got him coming. We've got products like that. We've got other things for handicap hunters.
It's kind of like an acorn stair lift for a tree.
Yeah.
I go round and round about that acorn stair lift. I could use one. It's a long walk up and down them steps. I don't like that.
We have products like that, which is just really cool to see, but
Sure.
There's so much there. I tell people, even if you don't like to hunt, or if you're a beginner, or if you're a hardcore hunter, you got to be at the show. Most people see taxidermy, and they say, that's pretty cool.
Right.
Well, we're going to be doing live taxidermy
Wow.
at the show, so you can see how that process,
One of the things I would go see, and I would pay to go see this, is the Hawking Club, which they bring live birds of prey in. I would love to be able to hold a hawk. Or
that would be cool.
What do they bring in, like hawks and falcons and all that kind of
stuff?
stuff?
Yeah, they bring them in. They've been doing it for years. It's probably one of our most popular exhibits, and they'll tell you about the whole process. There actually is a license you obtain from the state of Michigan. There's about a 2-week period where you can actually trap a raptor in the process that you do it, and then you raise them to go out and hunt for you, and you take them out rabbit hunting, and these birds are... It's an incredible process, the whole
awesome
thing.
With that.
So it's all regulated by the state.
Yeah.
And It is one of the most fascinating things I've ever seen in my life, the way they train these things.
Do they do the thing where they'll like set it off from way up high and it'll fly down to the guy on the ground and all that?
Yeah.
Do they really?
That's cool.
These birds are very loyal to the owners, and they go out and they hunt. They'll explain the whole process. They even have video about how it works.
Wow.
And it's really cool.
Well, you got some great sponsors on here. Michigan Outdoor News, WZZM, Weller Auto, of course, Woods and Water. Lots of great stuff. What times does this thing happen, and when does it get underway?
Well, we started this year on Thursday to take a little bit of the pressure off the weekends because it's such a popular show now. We need an extra day. So Thursday at 3 o'clock, we go from 3 until 8. Friday from noon until 9. Saturday, 9 until 7. And Sunday, 9 until 3. So we got 4 days to get down there.
22 years ago when you started this, did you ever think it would turn out to be 350 booths in 4 days long?
I had no idea. When we first started, we had about 70 booths, and it's gone nuts. The cool thing about Grand Rapids in West Michigan, it's like the perfect area for a hunting show because we have so many hunters here. And Grand Rapids is the coolest town in the Midwest. It's a we call it a giant little town, which it is. We offer everything.
Yeah,
people come here, they feel safe. People are friendly. You don't have to deal with all the parking headaches and the traffic congestion, and yet you got all the things that you have in a big city.
Everything you need.
Without all the BS. So we love it here. And the Deltaplex is a wonderful facility. Joe Langlois and his family run it, and they treat us better than anybody around. I mean, they just love the show, and they work with us to make it as good as possible for everybody that comes down. So
what's it cost to get in?
It's $10 for adults. Yeah. Kids between 6 and 12 and seniors get in for half price, and all kids are let in for free on Sunday because that's family day. So
good deal.
With the free parking, you come in and buy one item, you get your money back because that's how cheap stuff is getting blown out. The retailers come in there, they make a commitment to blow stuff out. And so if you're looking for a tree stand or a crossbow or clothing, boots, game calls, whatever, it's really the time to buy.
I need to get a crossbow. Wouldn't that be sweet just to have
I don't
on
know
hand?
if I trust you with a crossbow.
I'd love one. Well, Tom, thank you. You represent Sparta well. We're glad you're putting on the show once again here in West Michigan. Do you take this show around other places, too?
Well, next year we're going to be doing the same show in Birch Run, so we'll have Huntin Time West in Grand Rapids. The following weekend will be Huntin Time East, and so allow the guys that are coming in, from South Africa, from all over the place.
Wow.
Gives them a chance to knock off the whole state in 2 weekends. A very efficient way for them to do it. Cool. And because Michigan is a great destination, we're looking for huge things next year.
I love it. I love to see a local business like this succeed. I love to see it sustainable.
Right.
And I love to see it growing. Perfect.
Well, it's only done because people like you actually promote what we're doing and getting our, support us, and that's huge. Well, thank you very much.
Huntin Time Expo, it's all this weekend at the Deltaplex. Gets underway on the 24th. Tom Antor, Sparta, thank you.
Thank you.
You don't see Middleville people lining up to be in here, do you?
Hey, well, there's going to be Middleville people at this hunting expo. I guarantee you. That's huge. When I was going to Thornapple Kellogg High School out there,
hey,
first day of hunting
do me a
season,
favor. Email me the story. I'm interested.
Okay.